Fans, welcome to 6410 South Dante for a little impromptu live. The JV game just went into overtime, so we're bringing you that live. DePaul is up on a man up right now. Rowan Garvey in the box for the Caravan. 3 minutes, 3 seconds remain in the overtime. Overtime right now, sudden death. First year they're doing overtime in JV, so we just thought, this is a cool experience to bring to you guys. I don't have a roster in front of me for DePaul. I know some kids on Mount Carmel, so good save there by Jimmy Goodman. Ball's going to go to the Caravan, setting up the clear. Caravan are on a man down, I think, for 10 seconds more. Charlie Sheehan gets it out. Can't tell who's in the game. DePaul shot, no good. Caravan gets a chase. Mount Carmel gets the chase. Mount Carmel ball. Nolan Riley is going to take it in for the Caravan. Two minutes, 26 seconds remain. Now I really don't know how long is left in this penalty. DePaul gets the ball, though. They got a wide open man up the field. He can't catch the pass. Caravan got a hustle. They're a man down right now. That's Evan McKenzie for the Rams. Gives it over. Shot hits the post, won't go. Caravan are going to get the chase. It's going to be Mount Carmel ball coming in. Now I'm really interested to see when this penalty is going to release. I can't see it. Here we go. DePaul's going to pick it up over the 50, going to the 40. Get pressed up. They got a man open wide down. DePaul scores. DePaul is going to win this game 6-7 in overtime. Caravan led 4-0 at one point. Terry, welcome on.
Sorry, I missed it.
How was that pregame meal?
It was very good. I was getting my ritual done, enjoying my pregame meal, and then all of a sudden we're going live.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, wasn't expecting this. Didn't expect that to go into overtime. Didn't expect anything to happen like that.
It was a really hard-fought game. I was watching the game the whole time.
Yeah, whole game. We came up here and started setting up, and I'm watching. It's Caravan are up 4-0, and then this happens. So
the Caravan did make a few mistakes along the way. They had a lot of penalties considering the amount. They had a lot of guys in the penalty box for a majority of the game, which really hurt them in the long run, as you can see right now. 6-7,
yep.
DePaul gets the win in
penalties just killed us.
It was a hard-fought game, and you love to see it. I mean, right? This is heartbreaking for our JV team, but you're going to learn, you're going to get better, and you're going to go on from there.
Fans, we thank you for tuning in. If you turn into this JV game, we are going to see you. This game's going to start at 7:15. Coach Kelly just texted me. We are going to see you in 10 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, Caravan fans, welcome back to 6410 South Dante. Or I should say, welcome. I don't know. We were just kind of on here.
We were just live, but.
Didn't expect that. We expected to start off like this.
Yes.
Terry, varsity lacrosse is the only undefeated spring sport right now.
That is true.
3-0. You know, I didn't really expect that.
You know, I knew we would be better this season, bringing in Coach Kelly and building on what we already had moving. But, I mean, the wins over Bennett and ICCP, I mean, the momentum is going really good right now, and it's really excited to see this team, who we knew had a lot of potential, show that potential and show how well they're doing. Like, their talent is there, the potential is there, the work ethic is there, and now it's translating to the field, and you love to see it.
Terry, DePaul is also undefeated. They have one win over St. Rita.
Yeah.
Pretty big win, 15-2. I watched some highlights from that game. You know, DePaul played good. St. Rita didn't look the best that game. You know, it was their first game too, trying to, you know, break out of that streak, shake off the dust.
Yep.
The Caravan, though, are going to start this game off hot. We are going to go live right to the slide onto our first slide. Off to a hot start. Mount Carmel, 3-0. First time since 2021 that they've started off undefeated in the first 3 games. Averaging 9.6 goals per game. Last Wednesday, beat number 20 ranked Bennett 8-5. Beat ICCP 13-2, which we also were live for that. And then beat St. Francis 8-4. Terry, you know, you've been out here for a couple games. ICCP, you were on the sideline for Bennett. How did you like it?
You know, I mean, the Caravan, they start off hot, right? Talking to Coach Kelly earlier today, he said, we're going to win quarter by quarter, play by play, brick by brick, right? He is trying to just break it down so little, that way they focus on so little, and the Caravan execute. Against ICCP, they started off really hot. I think the score was like, 4-1 in the first quarter? Something like that. And then Bennett, they come out of nowhere, start off really strong, a 2-goal lead, 3-goal lead, and then Bennett scores, but they finished the game out strong. So it was really nice to see how the Caravan started off so hot. And I think if the Caravan start off hot tonight, it's going to be a nice game for the Caravan.
They pulled away. You know, they were up 4-1 at the end of the first, and then, you know, Bennett brought it back. They were within 1, and then Mount Carmel just kind of pulled away, kept the foot on the gas, and pulled to the next one. Xander Gorman, the Gorman file, built on Dante. Xander Gorman, our senior captain of the varsity football and varsity lacrosse teams. He's been a starter on varsity for lacrosse and football, I think, since his sophomore year. Committed to Bellarmine University for lacrosse. He's the commander of the defense. He tells them what to do. They follow him. They follow his lead. He's very, very physical game player. Not scared to get hit, not scared to lay a hit, not scared to take a hit. You know, hits legally, stays away from those penalties. He has that football mentality, you know, that, okay, I'm going to go hit you. I want the ball. This isn't your ball.
You know, Xander, I mean, me and him were in the same position group for football. He's an excellent leader. He knows what he's talking about. He leads by example, and as you can see, he's, like Rocco said, he's the commander of this defense. He plays physical, and he does everything right.
Rocco's keys to the game. Set the tone early. Caravan off to a hot start. Scored a goal within the first minute of the Bennett game. You know, they kept the foot. They put the foot on the gas and didn't take it off the entire game. That's another thing they have to do today. Keep your foot on the gas, okay? Nothing can go. Nothing. Wow, I just completely just blew my whole train of thought. This game has to go our way. We have to follow what Ryland does. You know, Ryland's also the commander of our offense. It's his offense. Every play is ran through him. He sets up the plays. He does everything. And also, keep the rivalry in mind. You know, I know it's not basketball, but DePaul beat us in the state championship last year. You know, there's obviously a chip on everyone's shoulder from that. DePaul beat us again this year, 66-63 at home. So, you know, maybe we get a win against DePaul at home this year.
The Caravan's last 5. So the last 5 years, this has been the Caravan's record. 2020, we had the COVID year, very unfortunate. 2022, Caravan were 16-2. 2022, 15-2. 2023, 15-4 or 15-4. 2023, that was 2023. 2024 was 10-7.
Yeah, so, you know, first 2 years we played Mount Carmel, giant wins, giant leads. You know, 2023, 2024, kind of cutting those leads, or DePaul's taking those leads, but they're not winning these big margins like Mount Carmel did. You know, these are close games. Last year was a close game. DePaul scored their last 3 in the fourth quarter, and Mount Carmel just couldn't provide a response.
So the varsity sports versus DePaul this year. Varsity basketball 66-63. DePaul beat us at home. Very unfortunate. And then they beat us in the state championship last year as well. Varsity soccer, the score was 4-0. Mount Carmel took that one, and hopefully Mount Carmel can win in lacrosse tonight.
The CCL Blue, Chicago Catholic League Blue, known as one of the toughest conferences to play in the country. CCL Blue play starts next week, though, but here's how the CCL Blue teams are looking. Loyola, ranked number 4th in the state, outplaying the tournament California right now. They lost to number 51 in the country, ranked Jacera Catholic from California. St. Ignatius lost to Glenbard West, and York, they're ranked number 8th. Honorable mention, St. Rita 1-1. They beat St. Patrick, and then they lost 15-3 to DePaul. Marmion is 0-1, so not the start Marmion wants. I want to see what they can do this year. They're a talented young team. They have the potential. It's can they execute on that potential.
The starters: Tommy Sheehan, number 3; Zach Tangoson, a.k.a. Tango, number 11; Rylan Supergessi, number 1; David Rosner, number 6; Jake Cozy, number 15; Landon Sawecki, number 24; Peter Cruz, number 17; Garrett Mann, a.k.a. the Commander, number 5; Wyatt Hubbard in the net, number 9.
Yeah, Wyatt, number 9, the goalie, starting off, coming off of a torn meniscus, got surgery. He's back. He looks more ready than ever, if we're being honest.
And per Coach Kelly, Wyatt is not allowed to jump.
No.
Not at all.
Presented by your Caravan Broadcast Network. Moderators are Miss Ellie Menke, Mr. Tony DiFilippo. Announcers, myself and Terry, our production team, John Aiken, his first one tonight, Danny Moody, and Matt Clark.
John Aiken, welcome to the team.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a great game planned for you. 9 minutes, 22 seconds remain in warm-up, so we are going to see you in about 8 minutes for the national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, Caravan fans, welcome back. About, I don't know, 16-ish minutes later. Terry, we got a good one tonight. DePaul Prep versus Mount Carmel. The Rams versus the Caravan. I'm excited for this matchup. You know, this is I would say this is the second biggest test for the Caravan. You know, Bennett obviously the first, but DePaul is a close second. You know, beating us last year, beating us the year before that. I'm just excited to see where this one's going to go tonight.
Yeah, you know, the Caravan's confidence right now is very, very high, considering we just beat Bennett, who's a top 20 program. So the Caravan just have to stay under control, play their game, win quarter by quarter, and hopefully we pull out a win tonight. You know, DePaul's a respectable team. I'm not discrediting DePaul whatsoever. They're a very respectable team. So I'm looking forward to it. I think we're going to have a great night of lacrosse here.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Wide Hubbard into the net. The Caravan are going to defend the west end zone. The Rams are going to defend the east. Just like that, faceoffs are starting. It's going to be number 9, Chris Cannon, the faceoff. He is a junior versus David Rosner, who's a sophomore for the Caravan. Cannon and Rosner also both told me that they played together in club. They both play for East Ave. So, you know, I'm just excited to see how this one's going to go. Terry.
Let's do it, Rock.
Let's do it. Faceoff goes to Cannon for the Rams. He's at the 30 already. So moving with some speed is Chris Cannon. Xander Gorman gives him a little push. Flag down on Gorman already to start the game. You know, when we said that that's the momentum we want to see, that hot start, that is not the hot start I wanted to see.
Yeah, you know,
Gorman's going to go to the box for a push in the back for 30 seconds.
You know, Gorman's got to stay under control there, right? That's too early for a flag, right? I mean, I like the, you know, Xander Gorman's going to be aggressive, like we said in the pregame show. He's got that football mentality, but too early to get a stupid penalty like that. Now you're a man down in the first 10 seconds of the game.
I also think Cannon kind of sold that penalty a little bit, if you ask me.
Yeah, you could be right there.
I could be. That's Bearfield with the ball and off for the Rams over to number 4, Cam Murray. Back to Bearfield, back to Murray, back to Bearfield. Gives it low, passes it to Wyatt. Wrong team. Hubbard's got it up to Cozy. Cozy with some speed. Taking some ground. He's got a wide open Urban behind him and a wide open man on the back. Doesn't want any passes. He's going to do it himself. Jake Cozy makes 2 men miss. Cozy on the man down, runs somebody over.
I mean, Cozy's getting triple teamed right there, and he's still fighting, still keeping the ball under his control.
Gorman out of the box. We are equalized. Cozy with the ball at the 35. On comes Ryan Clark. Rosner with the ball. Flag down. It's going to be a flag on the Rams. Super Gussie with the ball at the 15. Super Gussie driving in. Swim move. Retreating back. He's got number 2, Dean Lane, on him, who's DePaul's best defenseman, in my opinion. Yeah, right there. Flag down. Flag's going to be called on. Looks like it's going to be on number 1, Connor Bearfield, for 30 seconds for a push to the back. So they get one, we get one.
Yep, Caravan are a man up now. Hopefully they can execute or capitalize on this power play they got here.
No, my apologies. That's going to be on Cam Murray. Or no.
Number 13? 12?
Let me get out my trusty binoculars.
There you go. That girl. No, 13's coming in. 12 or 11.
That's number 17.
Oh, completely wrong.
Gray Dengler, junior midfielder.
Select.
Slowecki at the bottom. Adex makes a dodge, gives it to Clark. Clark gets the ball stolen by Lane. You know, just like I said, their best defender. Clark misses it. Lane picks it up for the Rams. Got Clark on his back. Gives it over to their goalie. That's number 7, Jacob Zalakar. Gorman with the ball for the Caravan. He's got Sean McHugh back. He could have took it if he wanted, but that's Super Gussie. Super Gussie at the 30. Moving with some steam. Coach Madrigal wants that ball at X. He wants it to get below the net.
You know, we know Gorman likes to take the ball up himself.
Super Gussie spin move makes a man miss. He's got a cutter, and Slowecki doesn't want to take it. Lane gets back on Slowecki, or on Super Gussie. Rams get a tip on it. Rosner can't pick it up. It's going to be Rams' ball. Trying to get him out of bounds. And they do. Caravan ball. Rosner's going to take it into the 30. Whistled in too quickly, though. Telling David he's a mid, not an attackman. Sheehan on for the Caravan. So is Cunningham.
You know, Cunningham had a goal against Bennett Academy.
Yeah, you know, that I would say that was our 5th goal, I think.
Yeah, it was a good shot.
Uh-huh.
Good take by Cunningham there.
Cunningham makes a dodge, makes a man miss. Gives it over to Sheehan at the 10. Sheehan gives it over to Tangleson at the X. Tangleson, you know, the Caravan are really loving this spin move today, Terry.
They are.
I've seen a couple of them.
And Rocco, just like ICCP, the Caravan do what?
Move the ball.
Move the ball.
Move the
Control the
ball.
ball. Chew the clock, right?
Just like DePaul does in basketball.
Exactly.
Ciosi drops it. Cunningham gets it back, though. You know, there's that hockey again, him moving out. He's got Lane on him, makes Lane miss with a couple slap checks. Another man on for the Caravan. Cunningham pushing the back, no call. Ryland Supergassi gets us started with it scoring. Caravan lead 1-0, 8 minutes, 37 seconds remain in the game. Wow. Cunningham gets it right over to Supergassi. Ryland just goes in and does the rest.
You know, like we said, Caravan need to get off to a hot start to execute. So, and that's a pretty good start with only 4 minutes into the game. Or 3:30 into the game.
Again, it's going to be Cannon versus Rosner. David Rosner in his ankle socks.
Gotta love it. With that spray tan.
Gorman at LSM. Sean McHugh at defense. LSM is Xander's new favorite position. He loves being able to run out there. Gets a late hit. Rosner picks it up, though. Rosner gives it over to Supergassi at the 10. Coach Stu yells for Ryland to go to X. He's going to take it right there. Give it over to Tangleson at the X at the R in Caravan. Tangleson with a little dodge on. Here come the binoculars, actually. That's Supergassi with the ball now for the Caravan. Gives it over to Slowecki. Slowecki guarded by Dangler. Slowecki makes a miss again. He wants a shot. Won't take it. Gives it over to Cozy. Cozy gives it to Supergassi. Supergassi on lane. Supergassi makes a miss. Takes a shot. It won't go. Caravan on the chase. Tommy Sheehan with the ball now for the Caravan. Sheehan has a wide open Cozy. Sheehan just eating those slap checks right there. Slowecki drives in at the third.
It's at 25.
Yeah, 25. Of a basketball term. Slowecki takes a shot. Almost gets hang out. Wow! Mistake by the goalie. Landon Slowecki with a goal. Caravan lead 2-0. And Terry, here's that hot start we're talking about.
Yep. Coach Kelly just taking it, like I said in the pregame interview. Coach Kelly told me, he said, we're going to take it quarter by quarter, play by play, brick by brick, slow and steady, focus on the little things first, then focus on the rest of the game, and you will get the results you want.
Yeah, we're playing DePaul prep basketball right now, Terry.
We are indeed. Xander Gorman at LSM again.
Yep. He's going to line up against number 4, Cam Murray, not a pole. They're going to put their pole on the other side with Cozy. That's Cannon with the clamp. You know, Terry, he's a great, great face-off man. He just gets completely pinned, though, by Cozy. Not too happy about that.
Cozy and Rosner.
Yeah, I mean, he just got pancaked.
You know, that
simple as
physical defense, physical offense as well.
Simple as that, he just gets pancaked. Cozy takes it in at the 40. He's going to look to get a touch in the box. Rams are going to try to keep him out. He gets it, though. Heavily guarded by number 17, Gray Dangler. Gives it to Cunningham. Cunningham at the 30, crossed over to the 25. Gives it back to Cozy up top of the 30. Can't hear what they're yelling.
Cunningham cutting in.
No, yep, that's Cozy. Cozy gives it over to Supergassi. High pass. Riley catches it. Riley wanted that shot at the 20. Won't take it. Supergassi backs up to the 30. Sets up his offense. Gives it over to Cunningham at the 20. Down to Tangleson at X. Tangleson makes a man miss again. Tangleson has a wide open Cozy. He takes it. Cozy wants a shot. He won't go. Drives in. Almost gets it stolen out of his hands, but he keeps it. Supergassi back up at the 25. Ryland Supergassi makes his man miss. Makes 2 men miss. Yeah, I mean, these have to be slashes. Yeah. Thank you. Flag on number 0, Will Zarakis. They're going to call him for a slash. I mean, they were just completely hacking him, not letting him breathe. And right there, again, you know, you see, Terry, those are those full. They're coming all the way over. It's like a baseball bat.
Yeah, no, you can't do that.
Can't do that.
Can't do that, man.
Even Terry knows that.
Yeah, and I don't know much about lacrosse. I know enough to get by, but I don't
Yeah.
know a lot.
Kind of called you on a little audible for this. That's Cozy at the 20. Cozy gives over to Cunningham. Cunningham with a behind-the-back shot. Caravan are going to be on the chase. Flag's going to be on number 0. Wilzerrock is slashing. I think that's a 30-second penalty. Yeah, I mean they're just completely hacking him. And I was talking to Rylan earlier in math class. He said that those checks really don't affect him anymore. You know, you played the game for so long.
You don't even notice.
Yeah.
At that point.
5:48 remains in the first. Caravan up 2-0 on the Rams. Just, you know, I really want to see this possession clock. Just because I know that, you know, the Caravan have had the ball for so much longer than the Rams. That's Ciosi at the 25. Ciosi gives it over to Rosner. Back to Ciosi. Down to Cunningham at the 10. Cunningham gives it over to Super Gessie next. Ryland cuts around. He's got a cutter and Landon. Rosner slashing the head. Flag down on number 8. Grant Johnson, senior defenseman. Rams are going to be 2 men down depending on how long the Caravan take on offense right now.
You know, knowing Coach Kelly's offense, I think they're going to wait out this 30-second penalty.
Yeah. Rams can't pick it up. That's Lane. Now Slowacki just completely getting hacked at by Lane. You know, no, he doesn't. He's not even playing defense. He's just hitting, which is what I would do.
Nice save by the
Yeah, that was beautiful.
goalie.
Point blank save by Jacob Zalakar, senior goalie. Rams will be 2 men down for how long? I don't know.
I would say about 10
Yeah,
seconds
10,
at
15
most.
seconds. You know, you're going to have to be careful. This guy who's going to come out of the box for DePaul.
Yeah, penalties are what are going to kill you.
Mhm.
We saw that in the sophomore game. Penalties killed them.
Killed them.
Killed them.
I
So
can't remember who it
DePaul-
was. Someone went down with a 2-minute penalty in the last couple minutes of the game. In overtime, as a matter of fact.
Rowan Garvey, probably.
Yeah. I think he had a penalty. Yeah, Matt Clark, it was him. He went down 2-minute penalty, so you know, you just hate to see that, especially that's Rosner. Shot goes over the net. Caravan, it's gonna be Caravan's ball. I think that might have gone through the field goal.
Probably, but we got about 10 balls back there.
I think that genuinely might have gone through the field goal. That's Cozy now for the Caravan. Cozy gives it over to Super Gessie. Super Gessie can't catch it. Super Gessie, oh, he lost it. He didn't even know he lost it. Intercepted by Slowacki. He can't pick it up. Ball's on the ground. Cozy's got it. Nope. I don't even know who had it. Gorman keeps it over. No, he doesn't. Where is the ball? It's madness out here.
Can't pick up the ball.
Can't pick up the ball. We're playing hockey out here.
Yep.
There we go. Ryan Clark now with the 45 for the Caravan. Clark's got a head of steam. Gives it over to Ciosi. Suicide pass from Clark. Ciosi kept the ball.
He did, but that's a penalty. Another
Penalty on
the
Ciosi.
Rams.
You know, the penalties are what's, and
They're
I
racking
didn't
up
expect
right now.
this, but the penalties might be what kills DePaul this game.
It really will. I mean, what do you got? What, 4 penalties in the past 6 minutes?
If only they could give penalties in basketball, maybe they wouldn't have 3 state championships.
Oh, yeah. Maybe you don't hold the ball for 20 minutes.
Shot clock implemented 2026-2027 season, but, you know, Terry, we won't be here to see that. Timeout's going to be called by Coach Kelly and the Caravan, and we will see you in 1 minute. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back after that 1 minute timeout. Caravan take it. 2 timeouts remain for Mount Carmel. It's going to be Mount Carmel's ball. Don't know who's going to start off with it. The Rams are 2 men down for the time being. I'd say we got about 15, 20 seconds left on the first penalty, about 45 on the second. So, never know.
The Caravan now they're up 2 people right now. So they got to capitalize on this opportunity because that's going to be keys to the game as well, capitalizing on opportunities that you get.
Cozy starts with it for the Caravan, gives it to Siosi. Siosi to Rosner. Rosner has a cutter in Ryland. Ryland gets knocked down. He gets right back up. Clark is going to take it in at the X.
Ryland knew that was almost a suicide pass, so he tried to get the ball out as quick as possible.
As quick as possible. Maybe draw that penalty if he does. Rosner at the middle. Fires a shot. David Rosner! Caravan lead 3-0. Both men for the Rams are going to go in. Caravan fans. Wow. Terry. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, a hot start so far, right? Just like Coach Kelly was talking about when I was interviewing him early. Hot start and playing well. And, like I said, capitalize on these opportunities that you get.
Yeah. Caravan start with the ball. Rosner loses the faceoff. As I said, Cannon is a great faceoff guy. Wow, completely. I don't know who that was.
28.
That was number 28, Peter Harassos. Gets right through that double team. Wide Hubbard on the save. This is the first time that the ball has been in Mount Carmel's territory for a while. I think since Sander got that penalty.
Yeah, I think so.
And the Rams get a goal. That's number 1, Connor Bearfield, a midfielder junior. Just looked like kind of a little miscommunication.
Yeah, no, he was open weak
Wide
side.
open in the corner.
Wide open weak side.
One-on-one with the goalie. Usually the goalie doesn't win that. But can't win them all.
So Sean McHugh will be at LSM. Xander will be back on D.
And let's just hope that Caravan can kill the Rams. What's the word I'm looking for? Momentum. There it is. Just firing blanks all day.
Oh, good.
Cannon goes early. Caravan ball. Rosner's going to give it over to Cozy. Cozy going to start for the Caravan, whistling it over the 50. Cozy at the 40 with a head of steam. Over to the 30. Cuts back. Key head wide open up the middle. Rams are trying to keep him out of the box. He's going to get in, get a touch. Give it over to Super Gessie at X. Super Gessie inside a cutter. That's Tommy Cunningham. Cunningham sails it over the net. Cozy right into Cozy's stick, though.
That was a great cut by Tommy Cunningham. Great pass. Just couldn't execute.
Was it a pass or a shot?
It was a pass from Ryland to Cunningham. Cutting through the middle. It was a great play.
Great. Beautiful play.
Wide open. No one even saw him.
Nope. I didn't even see him until I heard someone yell cutter.
Yep.
DePaul just had their backs completely turned to him. That's Tangleson now. Tangleson at X, cutting around the corners. Riding around the goalie crease. Step in, gets a penalty. Can't really have that happen. Siosi at the 17. Gives it over to Tangleson. I couldn't see that for a second. Tangleson Siosi to Cozy. Cozy just trying to slow our offense down, just like the ball. Cozy just gets checked right into Ryland, gives it right over the Ryland, though. Ryland gets slashed in the back, no call. Dean Lane knocks it out. I didn't expect it, but he was their best defenseman. He just toe-dragged Ryland, so that was kind of beautiful. He's up with the head of steam. I wonder if he's going to take a shot. Fires it in. Field goal, no good. Caravan ball, Hubbard on the chase.
Hubbard and Mann on the chase there.
Just completely fired it right over the net. Love to see some pole goals, though, even if it's not us. Actually, no, not really. Better if it's us.
Dean Lane's a physical player for DePaul on defense. He's keeping the Caravan in check, checking them all the time. Did get a slash, though, but he's very physical, and you can tell that early on.
Why it's kind of in a bad position here. Yeah, DePaul wanted Ryland to take that illegal procedure on the Caravan. Garrett Mann. Cruz just completely got set. What is going on?
The referee wanted the ball
Yeah,
outside of the box.
Lacrosse got so many confusing rules.
You know, we're learning as we go, Rock.
We really are. I played last year, so I kind of had a little jump on you. But still watching a little bit of film in class, trying to figure out, you know, what's happening. Cruz playing heavy man on defense right now. Gives it up to Bearfield. Bearfield on Gorman on Bearfield.
I think DePaul's going to do what they do best in basketball, hold the ball.
Yeah, they're going to send the dodge. Cozy's not going to let him get anywhere. Or no, that's Ethan Herring. I apologize.
Ethan Herring and David Rosner
Yeah.
there.
Makes a spin move out of Herring. DePaul with it wide open in the middle. And, you know, there it is again. DePaul sending these cutters flying right through, and the Caravan just have no stop for that. Wyatt can't save those all by himself. Someone needs to be there to help him.
You know, another miscommunication by the defense, I think. You know, wide open cutter in the middle, right? Got to clean that up. And I know Coach Kelly, being a defensive guy at Virginia,
not too happy right now.
No, he's not too happy, but
Nope.
he's going to get those mistakes fixed, right?
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's still early in the season, right? But like we said in the pregame, DePaul is a respectable team, right? You can't discredit them whatsoever.
No, you cannot. Sean McHugh at LSM. Brendan Dagler versus Chris Cannon on the faceoff.
You know, I was interviewing Brendan Dagler earlier today, and he's a freshman right now, and he's really excited for the future of
Illegal
Mount Carmel.
procedure on Cannon again.
That's
his
twice
second.
Now. 2 turnovers by Cannon.
In a row, too.
Yeah.
We don't wonder if I'm going to see a slash called here. Dagler makes a man miss, just made Cannon fall on the ground. Sheehan coming around on Super Gussie. Super Gussie makes lane miss. Got to watch the clock here, 15 seconds. 10. Over to Cozy. Cozy's got 6 to shoot. Cozy drives in. Shot saved by DePaul. I would just wonder if they're going to hold it, you know.
Most likely.
2
right?
seconds left. Not much you can really do. DePaul just chucks down the field. Gorman wanted to catch it. He doesn't. Ladies and gentlemen, we will see you in 2 minutes. At the end of the first quarter, Caravan lead 3-2. Mothers Club fashion show. Join the wonderful Mount Carmel Mothers Club this Sunday for their annual fashion show. Go to www.mchs.org and visit the Mothers Club page under the Parent tab, or scan the QR code on your screen. Fashion show will be held at the Doubletree Hotel in Alsip, Illinois, 5000 West 127th Street. Tickets are $85. Ceremony goes from 12 o'clock to 4 o'clock. Dinner provided, cash bar, raffles. Terry, you know, I went my freshman year, and it wasn't my crowd, but I enjoyed it. It was fun.
You know, I mean, Mount Carmel being an all-guys school, right, you would think we just host all these guys' events. But it's cool to get the mothers involved, right, get them out, have a little fun. Like, and what mother doesn't love a fashion show, right? I mean, I'm sure your mom has the same. My mom has a closet full of clothes and shoes. Like, I'm like, how do you have that many clothes and shoes? Like, what?
My mom will be walking in the fashion show, too. Shout out, Mom, if you're watching.
Shout out, Miss Lopez. Congratulations.
Yeah. We are going to take you back to the field. Rams and the Caravan taking the field. Taking the field looks like it's going to be a face-off. Yeah, I think it will be a face-off. They're going to switch sides. Caravan are going to defend the east end zone, Rams in the west. Rosner's going to take the face-off against Cannon again. I wonder if DePaul only has one face-off, man.
Well, Rocco, I want to point out something that the DePaul defense has been doing. I see a lot of times that Dean Lane has been matching up with Rylan Supergessi. Rylan Supergessi, probably our best offensive player. Dean Lane, probably their best defensive player. Right?
Yeah.
So that matchup's going to be very interesting to see. Turnover again.
Yeah, illegal procedure on Cannon. Once again, that's 3 times in a row.
3 in a row.
Wonder if he's going to get yelled on the sideline.
I would guess.
Clark comes flying in on that new ACL he's got. Shot from, I can't even see. Shot from Tangleson won't go. Rams are going to be on the chase. It's going to be DePaul's ball.
You know, mentioning Ryan Clark and that new ACL he has, I was talking to him earlier, and he said he had an absolute tough rehab process, but it was a great support team that he had.
Hail Mary shot from the Rams on the field won't go. Cruz is going to be on it. Cruz with the head of steam gives it over to Sheehan. Sheehan just can't pick it up, though. That's Lane for the Rams. Lane with a head of steam. He's at the 50, crosses over the 40. DePaul sends a man back. Lane gives it over. Good defense by Sean McHugh. Way to get the stick on the ball, stick in the man.
You know, Sean McHugh's got those McHugh genes,
Yeah,
right?
you know, both of his brothers. Billy went to Illinois, or no, Timmy, they both go to Illinois, wasn't right now. Shot from the Rams goes in. That was number 34, Liam Scanlon, junior attackman. And just like that, this game is back to 0-0. Equalized 3-3, 10:59 left in the half. So
You
it's going to be interesting to see what the Caravan are going to draw for this one. Sean McHugh's going to come out for Nolan Foster, who's going to be the LSM for this play.
You know, talking to Coach Kelly, I was like, how do you keep this group's focus, right? I'm talking about this again, but this group has to focus in and realize, yes, beating Bennett was cool, but what's the main goal here, right? What's the end journey looking like?
Cannon not called for procedure this time. Cannon with the head of steam gives it over to number 34, Liam Scanlon. You know, that hit Wyatt's bad knee. Hope he's okay on that. That was a shot from number 26, Luke Morgan. Taking it into Scanlon. Scanlon guarded by Cruz. Gives it over to Morgan. Morgan guarded by Mann. You know, 3 football players starting on defense. No coma slide set. Man up the middle. Hubbard on the save.
Foster got a piece of that.
Flag down on Cruz. That's a bad flag.
How do you mean bad?
He turned that was number 34, Liam Scanlon. He turned around. He wanted that penalty. He wanted to get hit. Yeah. Penalty on Cruz. Urban's going to come in for the Caravan. And let's see what Mount Carmel can make happen.
You know, I mean, like we said, we had 3 varsity football players starting on defense, so you're going to get some hits, right?
Yeah, something is bound to happen.
You know, lacrosse is a physical sport, but
Very
when you got
physical.
football players out there playing lacrosse, it's going to
Becomes
be very
even more physical. That's just like how St. Francis was. Lots of football players on that team. Bearfield now. Bearfield gives it over to Murray. Murray back to Bearfield. Back to Murray. Murray wants a shot. He won't take it. He gave it over to number 5, Jake Foddy. He missed it.
Gorman lays him out.
Xander Gorman, what a hit. Jake Cozy now for the Caravan. Wow. Cam Murray just completely ripped that shot in. Wow. That was just, I can't even process what happened. And just like that, DePaul Prep takes the lead back.
Yeah, I mean, this defense, we talked about how good they were, but right now they're not showing it. I mean,
No.
we know what the Caravan defense is capable of, and this isn't it right now.
No,
right?
not at all.
With Sean McHugh and Alex Urban, Xander Gorman, Peter Cruz, and Garrett Mann, and Nolan Foster. We know what they're capable of, and for whatever reason, they just come out flat, right? They need to come out fast. They came out fast on offense, but on defense,
No.
they were not prepared.
Not at all. Paul can't pick it up though, so maybe something will lead. Maybe this will lead to something for the Caravan. That's number 28, Peter Harastos for the Rams. Harastos moving with a head of steam. He's got Slowacki on him pretty heavily. Call out yellow. You know that just means slow the offense down. You know what can DePaul make happen right here? And the first quarter completely went the Caravan's way. This quarter, I mean, not so much.
Hoping to change that momentum right now, get back the momentum for the Caravan.
Garrett loses it. Paul's just going to not let the ball go out.
Oh,
Good hit, Xander Gorman.
clean
Yeah.
hit by Gorman.
Just completely knocked the wind out of him. Ball's right out of his stick. That was number 28, Peter Harastos.
Yeah, no, Harastos felt that one.
Obviously
for
in some
sure.
pain after that one. I want to see a coma slider here from Gorman. Over to Cruz. And Harastos gets it back. I want to see a timeout from Coach Kelly here. You know, You're down by 2. You got to slow down. You got to get. You got to kill their momentum somehow. You got to have someone. You got to get the ball down. I mean, it can't be in our zone.
DePaul has scored what, 4 goals in 4 minutes?
4 unanswered goals
in 4 minutes. I mean, their scoring run here has been. They're hot right now, right? They have the momentum, right? The Caravan need to find a way to take back the momentum.
Yeah, just completely stripped from Mount Carmel. But, you know, still a lot of time. You know, 2 goals, not that big of a lead.
Oh, no, absolutely not.
Not at all.
Cozy lays him out.
Flag down. These are those bad. Those are those bad penalties that we can't take. Gorman really chasing Bearfield high up here. Xander Gorman with the yard sale. That was beautiful. Beautiful defense. That's why he's going to Bellarmine.
Nolan Foster. You love to see him out there playing.
Get some of the guys in. Kind of roll through this. Dagler, freshman, playing great defense. For the Rams, that's number 14, Nate Vesperini. Or no, number 34, I apologize, Liam Scanlon. Shot from Scanlon won't go. Saved by Hubbard. Flag's going to be on Cozy. Cozy going to go down for a 30-second push in the back. And I want to see what the Caravan are going to draw up here on man-down defense.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Coach Kelly isn't happy with that one, right?
No.
You can see him talking to Foster right now. And Cozy, right? He's not happy.
Not at all. And, you know, those are the bad penalties that you can't take, especially in this time when we're down by 2.
Same thing in the sophomore game. We saw it. Penalties will kill you.
Penalties will kill. And I thought penalties were going to kill DePaul. Penalties might end up killing Mount Carmel.
You know, it goes both ways.
We don't want it to go both ways, obviously.
No, of course not.
That's Murray with the ball now for the Rams. Gives it over to Scanlon. Scanlon back to Murray. He's got a wide open Fod. He takes that pass. Bearfield's also wide open. Gives it over to Bearfield. Back to Fod. Back to Bearfield. Just some movement right here from DePaul. Bearfield, far shot. Gets caught up somewhere. Don't know where.
You know, we have not seen the Caravan offense in a while.
No.
Looking for a steal here. Once this 30 seconds is up, looking for a steal here and get the Caravan transition into some offense.
Wow, Xander Gorman levels him.
And that's another
flag, which that's a lacrosse hit. Lacrosse is a physical sport. You can't call those. I don't even.
Coach Kelly giving it to Xander right now.
Yeah.
You know he's upset with that one.
Yeah. You know, especially since you just got your other man out of the box. You know, I haven't really been keeping count, but that's probably been at least 5 penalties just this quarter for Mount Carmel.
Well, we will have some analytics for you coming back from the first half.
2-minute penalty for Gorman. Wow.
Wow.
That is not what you like to see.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
That's a bad foul or a bad flag.
DePaul's got all the momentum right now. The Caravan have to respond in some positive way here. Otherwise, the Caravan will have problems.
Yeah, a man-up goal right now would be huge. Peter Cruz playing very aggressive defense.
Dropping back, Cruz.
Yep. That's Fod. Fod gives it over to Bearfield. Bearfield, oh no, that's Fod. I apologize.
Come on, Sean.
Sean McHugh. Can't pick it up. It's going to be Rams ball.
You know, that's okay, right? You waste a little time, right? Get a few seconds locked off the clock. And hopefully
kill
Gorman
off the clock a little bit.
Gorman will be back, what, 5:34?
5:34, just about then.
Right about then.
Which, you know, you don't really like to see.
No, not at all.
Not at all. Not at all. Caravan playing sticks up. They got 4 poles and Cozy. Cruz, Gorman, Mann, Urban, and McHugh. As the pole shot deflected by Hubbard. Good save by Wyatt. I thought that went in.
Yeah, you know. Wyatt's a respectable goalie, but coming back from an injury, you're never really sure, right?
He's been playing really good this whole season, though. I do have to give it to him.
You do have to give it to him.
Yep. Shot from Bearfield won't go. Hubbard takes a fall. His knee looked like it locked in place. Yeah, Wyatt's grabbing that knee. Never good to see that.
Not at all, but that was a good deflection by Cruz there, and then Hubbard gets over for it.
Yeah, those shots,
Cozy
those do not feel good. I don't know how he does it. I can never be a goalie.
It's hard.
Very.
You know, you use your body more than the stick.
Uh-huh.
All right, let's get back to some offense. Gorman will come back in about
30
seconds.
Yeah, just about.
Oh, turnover.
Yeah. You know, it's okay, though. That shoot about 8 seconds off the clock, and that's 8 less seconds DePaul's going to have on offense. But, you know, again, Mount Carmel needs to get that momentum back. Gorman's got 20 seconds. Good save, Hubbard. I would love to see Wyatt just throw the ball at this kid's face.
But then
You know,
go in the goal.
Make him back up. Cruz with a head of steam. Gorman's out.
Gorman should be coming back anytime
Yep.
now.
Peter Cruz wants a pull-down shot. No.
Turnover.
Intercepted by the Rams. That's Lane. You know, that's his best defense. That's their best defenseman. He's got Scanlon. Scanlon's got Bearfield wide open. 2 new men on. Gives it low to. Couldn't see the number. But here's number 6. Lewis Sharp, senior midfielder.
So Caravan penalty is over now.
Yeah,
Back
Mount
to
Carmel
full
did a really
force
good
on
job
defense.
killing that penalty.
Yeah, DePaul was not able to
No.
execute whatsoever on that
Which is
penalty.
the very that's a good thing. You know,
That's
you
a
love
very
you
good
love
thing.
you love seeing that man down defense.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Props to Coach Kelly because he is a defensive guy.
Oh, and as we said that, there's another goal for the Rams. Rams up by 3, 4:54 to play.
Caravan
Just
gotta find a
slow
way
it,
to
just-
shift the
yep.
momentum, right?
Just slow it down. Roser's going to win this face-off, give it over to Super Gussie. Ryland's going to score.
You know, DePaul has been playing very much like the Caravan these past couple of games, controlling the ball on offense, right? DePaul has controlled, I'd say, majority of this clock in the second quarter,
Oh, yeah.
which is huge.
Yep.
Huge,
For
as
sure.
we've seen before.
Like in basketball.
Exactly.
No moving screen called on the Rams. Herring's playing man-on Scanlon.
Oh, they call a timeout.
Timeout
right before
called
their
on the
guy got-
Rams. And
I mean, Herring was going to
yeah,
bully that guy out of
he
bounds.
was, right at about. And I think DePaul did a good job recognizing that. We will see you in 1 minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mount Carmel fans, Fight Night, Saturday, April 26th. Be there, get your tickets right now, all right? Go. I believe there is a shop open for Fight Night right now where you can purchase your Fight Night merch. There's a lot of cool stuff going on. Fight Night is a little bit different this year, guys. Let me tell you. We're going back to the old way of doing things, right? You have to earn your spot to get to Fight Night. Most fighters will fight 1 to 2 fights before Fight Night. And if they win both of those fights, they will be live April 26th, Saturday at Fight Night. So please attend, right? Keep up with us. I'm sure we'll be posting stuff on Instagram about Fight Night. I'm sure the brackets will be posted on the Fight Night Instagram. So, yeah, Fight Night's an all-around great experience. I mean, I've attended all 2 years since I've been here, and it's been amazing. It's always packed. It's always great seeing everybody there. Most of the times you see a lot of kids from Indiana that just don't go to the school at all. It's a known event, people. You
Yeah.
need to be there.
Alumni gym gets absolutely slammed.
And it's very hot.
Yeah, very
So,
hot. Do not wear a sweatshirt.
Do not wear a sweatshirt. Do not wear a
do
long
not
sleeve.
wear
Do
s-
not wear pants.
Especially if you plan on being up on the track.
Exactly. It will get hot.
Yeah, you will be very hot. You know, freshman year I made the mistake of wearing sweatshirt, sweatpants, and a winter hat.
Yeah, that's not good, Rock.
No, it was cold outside that day.
It was, but
And
it
then
doesn't
I
matter.
walked in because I had never gone to Fight Night before, and I had never been. Or no, I had been to the alumni gym, but
I
not
went-
with that many people.
I went my 8th grade year, and it was
Yeah.
amazing. Electrifying
Yeah.
energy.
You know, my favorite fight still seeing was Fleck versus Zeus.
Fleck versus Zeus, man, that was a great fight.
That really was.
I mean, you could hear the floor rumbling.
Yeah. Rams are off. Good shot. Good save by Hubbard. Hubbard's got a guy behind him.
You know, Hubbard is a very respectable goalie,
Uh-huh.
but he cannot save everything. He cannot do everything by himself, so he needs this defense to start helping him out.
For sure. Foster hustling off. Rosner's going to come on. Ethan comes off. Siosi comes on. And for the first time in about 5 minutes, I want to say, the Mount Carmel
I would say
Caravan
more.
are on offense.
I'd say about 6 or 7
Yeah.
minutes.
Besides, for the fact that when Cruz got over, couldn't really make much happen. But, hopefully now we make something happen. And, a 3-goal lead really isn't that much. Oh, no.
And we still have a half to play.
We still have 28 minutes of lacrosse to play.
Long shot.
We have time. Wow. That was beautiful. That was a 70-yard pass.
I mean, I thought Cozy was going to level someone or intercept
from
that
the
one.
end of the end zone to about the 45-yard line. That's an impressive throw.
DePaul's going to hold the ball, just like basketball.
Yeah, they're just looking to set something up. I wonder if they've got a touch in the box yet.
I don't think they do, actually. Maybe, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they do.
Yeah,
Because they wouldn't be playing this. Wouldn't be playing this restrictive.
Sean McHugh playing very excellent defense.
Cozy on Bearfield. They're at the 26, going into the 20. Bearfield makes Cozy miss, driving in. Intercepted by Cozy. Cozy makes 2 guys miss. Head of steam. Gives it up to McHugh. That was a suicide pass from McHugh. DePaul doesn't go offsides. They almost did. I really thought that they were about to. That was Horostos on that.
3 minutes left to go in the second quarter.
Yep. Gorman guarding Scanlon. Scanlon just running around, trying to tire out Gorman. Gorman makes him drop it.
Gorman playing very conservative, and very careful after you got that 2-minute penalty.
Can't have that happen again. You get 2 of those in one game and you're done.
Yep.
And that would be a bad loss for the Caravan. Gorman blocks a shot right back to the Rams. Another block shot, and, that's a trend I'm seeing this game. Why? Get back in the goal. You are a goalie.
I mean, on that knee, too, he should not be running more than 5 feet away from that goal.
No. Good save, Hubbard. Point-blank save.
I mean, like we said, Wyatt's a respectable goalie, right?
Oh, yeah. 100% respectable.
A lot of
goalie.
these goals by DePaul have been mostly because the Caravan miscommunicated or they were a man down. Rocco, we got some March Madness updates coming, don't we?
Yeah, I do. I'm trying to get some Wi-Fi to get some updates going. I don't know, Terry, your bet with Mr. Perlberg.
Oh, it's still on, baby.
It's still on.
If you guys were on the stream last time, you know me and Mr. Perlberg's bet. I'm a Go Blue guy. He's a Michigan State guy.
Michigan State and Ole Miss are tied at 53. 6 minutes, 39 seconds remaining in that game. Tennessee, number 2, up on number 3 seeded Kentucky, 43-28, 15-point lead. 18 minutes to play in that game. Michigan State tied Kentucky up by 15. So, that's what I love to see. I was kind of sad about that BYU loss. I had faith in the Mormons.
I had faith in them, too.
I had faith in the Mormons.
Yeah, me and Luke Seagross were all over that game.
Yep.
He's an Alabama guy. I'm a BYU guy. I've never been a BYU guy, but now I am a BYU guy. Look to see him next year. They're winning it all.
Hubbard's got Cozy. Cozy up the middle, right through 2 guys. Cozy with a head of steam at the 40. He's at the 35, at the 30. That's Tangleson now at the 10. Timeout called by Coach Kelly. You love to see that, you want to slow down. You want to make something happen on this offensive drive. You got a minute 20 left. You just want to.
You want to execute on this.
You want to execute.
1 minute, 20 seconds left to go. You want to execute, get a goal, get some momentum going into the half, right?
Yeah. Take that momentum right from the Rams. Maybe cut this lead to 2 or 1, or maybe even you get 3 goals in a minute 20.
That'd be tough, but that'd be nice to see.
Not impossible. I would love to see it. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to see you about 45 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, Caravan fans, we are back. Mount Carmel on offense. Minute 20 remain. And I just want to see. I want to see something happen. I want to see some action.
You know, I think the Caravan's going to take their time there. That's their MO. Take their time, get the shot
Yep.
that they want, and I think they're going to score.
Yep.
Or we get Mr. Ryland Supergessi one-on-one with the goalie, and we're taking Ryland every single time to score.
Got my Powerade right now. You know, not a Gatorade school anymore.
We're powering.
Shout out Powerade. Love to see it. Lemon lime is my favorite right now. You know, during football season it was the blue, but you know we got the batch of lemon lime, and it's pretty good.
Shout out Powerade.
100%. Supergessi gets tripped.
Flag down.
Flag down. Ryland looks like he's in pain.
You know, that ankle was hurting against
Yeah.
Bennett, and it looks like it's going to be that left ankle.
He gets it taped every game.
Yeah, he's running it off right now, and me knowing Ryland personally, I know he's going to play through
100%.
it. Play through it no matter
52
what.
seconds remain. Lane goes to the box.
You know, we got to get Trainer Joe out there. Check out that ankle. Come on, Trainer Joe. Let's go.
Trainer Joe in Rita colors today.
Yeah, he's got those
Those
bright
are-
red shorts on the sideline. That's Trainer Joe.
Yep.
You got to love the guy. Does good work here.
100%.
And we don't talk to Trainer Joe when it's Rita week for football.
Nope.
You just say, go
Or
Caravan.
or anything.
Go Caravan.
Anytime we play Rita. You know, this lacrosse game, St. Rita on April 5th, next Saturday.
Are we streaming? Is that at home or away?
It's at home, but I will be in Tennessee with baseball, which will be fun.
That will be fun.
Supergessi gives it to Cozy. Cozy got 40 to shoot. Gives it over to Supergessi. Supergessi got a cutter, and Clark takes a shot. Sails right over. He just put that ball perfectly through the crack of the door. I don't know if you saw that, Terry, but I just watched that.
I did see that.
That
and
ball-
that's impressive. That takes some skill.
That ball is in the bushes. Supergessi wide open on the 10 again. Takes a shot. It won't go.
Another hard check right
Yeah,
there.
Rounds just getting, he's just getting laid out and blown up this game.
You know, like we said, he's going to fight through it, though.
Yep, 100%. Risky pass there. Slowacki's got 13. He's got
10
12.
seconds.
10. Up to Ciosi. Ciosi wanted a shot. He won't take it. Retreats back. 5 seconds. Let's go.
3.
Shoot the. No shot. Caravan won't take a shot. And we will see you at halftime. The Rams leading the Caravan 6-3. You know, I think Mount Carmel needs to get back on offense.
Yeah, you know, DePaul definitely controlled the game there with the
Yep.
possession, right?
Yep.
So you got to control the ball, right? You know this, right? Coach Kelly obviously knows this. He knows the game very well, and he's going to get these guys going in the second half. I'm almost sure of it, talking to him earlier today. I know he's going to get these guys going. And we got to hope that Ryland Supergessi is going to be okay to go 100% in the second half. You could see him on the sideline right now in some pain. So you know he's going to play through it, though.
Coach Stu trying to calm him down.
Coach Stu.
We are going to get copyrighted if I don't mute, so I will see you in about 10 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, Caravan fans, we are back. Just about 10 seconds remain in the half. Started this a little bit late, but, you know, it's okay. Not a lot to get through. Terry, turnovers. Turnovers. Killed us.
Absolutely.
Absolutely killed us. Penalties.
Killed us.
Absolutely killed us.
Killed us, yep, for sure.
24 minutes of lacrosse to play, so I'm not worried. Mount Carmel, we got it in us. We will be fine. I think the Caravan are going to, Super Guest going to start with the ball at the 39-yard line, so we're good. We got time. Terry, how can DePaul keep this lead?
You know, DePaul has done a very good job of controlling the ball on offense, especially in that second quarter. You saw them have the ball a majority of the time, which is key to winning a lacrosse game, in my opinion, based on the few games that I've watched, which is key. Controlling the ball on offense is key to winning, keeping your defense fresh when they do have those few bursts where they're out there for a long time playing.
Terry, sorry for fans. We're going to take you onto the field. We're a little bit behind, but, you know.
It's okay.
It's whatever. We got some time. Not much has happened. Caravan had the ball at the 40. Super Guest is going in for a shot. He wants it. Ooh. Goalie goes down, misses it, but it's okay. We got it. We're good. That's going to be Slowecki inbounding for the not inbounding, taking in for the Caravan. Slowecki up to Rouser. Rouser at the 30. He's got a man on him. Makes him miss. He drops it, though. Loose ball push not called. Tangleson moving with some speed.
I mean, you could just hear them hacking at each other.
Doesn't sound like it feels too good.
Cozy levels him.
Looking for a flag. No flag down. You know, Terry, that was a penalty.
Absolutely.
Absolutely a penalty.
But, you know, DePaul's playing a physical game with all these checks and slashes.
They gotta let DePaul get away with a couple. Mount Carmel's gotta get away with a couple. And thank God we do, because we have the ball at the 15. That's Tangleson. Tangleson's got a short stick. I want to see if he's gonna take a dodge or take it to X. Tangleson goes low to X. He's got the short pull. Goes around the net. No coma slide from DePaul. Super Gussie on the chase. Caravan ball. 10 minutes, 22 seconds remain. Timeouts reset. 3 timeouts for Mount Carmel. 3 timeouts for DePaul.
Timeout who?
Timeout taken.
I don't know who.
I think it was by Mount Carmel. I think we took the timeout because we had possession. Timeout taken by Mount Carmel, and as I say that we have 3 timeouts now, we have 2. Early timeout, 10:22 left. So we are going to see you back here in about a minute. Save the date for Mount Carmel's Men of Carmel Week, where we'll fundraise for the students of Mount Carmel High School. We need your support to continue the important work of educating men to face today's challenges with confidence and character. Together, we can shape the leaders of tomorrow. Fans, the Men of Carmel Week is one of our biggest fundraising weeks of the year. Obviously, finishing off with a walkathon, finishing off with those incentives, you know, getting out of school early, raising enough money. What am I missing? What incentives do we have this year? Got a couple good ones, right? 320.
1:30 dismissal every day.
Yep.
Half day Fridays. Lunch passes.
Lunch passes.
Get $2.50, I think it is.
I think it's $2.25.
$2.25. You get a lunch pass, which means you skip the line during lunch, which is massive.
Yeah.
Right. That's huge, right?
Yeah.
Because the lunch line does get long.
No, 100%.
And the food is really good.
Also, students, if you're watching, you raise $375 and you're not a senior, or $325 if you're not a senior. You get Friday, May 2nd off, which is the day of the seniors' prom. So you have the ability to not go to school on that day, which is kind of huge because, you know, getting older, we're getting into classes with a bunch of seniors, and, you know, teachers aren't really going to want to teach if the whole class isn't there. So you're kind of just going to be sitting there, which is kind of boring. I'd rather be sleeping in my bed, to be honest.
Oh, 100%.
100%.
Getting ready for prom, right?
Yep. We don't have to worry about that next year, though. So we got it. Sheehan loses it. It's going to be DePaul's ball. And there's that momentum for DePaul. Coach Kelly wants an illegal procedure penalty on DePaul. Sheehan with a head of steam chasing after him. He slows down on the notes. He can't get it. That's number 33 for the Rams.
Caravan with a lot of substitutions
Oliver
there.
O'Donnell. O'Donnell gives it down to Bearfield. Bearfield low to Scanlon. Up to Faude. Faude loses it, though. Over and back. Caravan ball. Super guessing now for Mount Carmel. Gives it up to Tangleson. Tangleson's going to be the one to take it in. He's at the 45. Whistle blows. We are good to go in. I wanted to see Tommy Sheehan cut in right there. He's wide open.
Yeah, I mean, the middle is wide open right now. DePaul isn't.
Yeah, what happened?
Goal messed up.
No, yeah, the net's off. I think goalies want to kind of slow the game down. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe they put the maybe the DePaul goalie, just did that on purpose.
I don't know. Some technical difficulties there, fans. My mic and Terry's mic both cut out. I think I kicked out the power to the soundboard. Tangleson loses it, keeps it in. Push to the back. Flag down. Flags on the Rams. Caravan have a free play. Good to see Tangleson get back up there from that hit. DePaul not too happy about that penalty. Another flag on Bearfield. That was not smart. Connor Bearfield's going to go down for 2 minutes. Or no. No.
Is that on Pete?
That's on Pete. Why is Pete?
I think he was talking to number 1.
No, he was talking to the ref. He told the ref that's not a smart call. I mean, we had the flag.
Bad decision by Pete Cruz.
Yeah.
That's not what you want to see.
No, not at all.
I mean, this defense has been very undisciplined this whole game. The constant penalties are very unfortunate and gives the Caravan a massive disadvantage.
I want to see what Pete's going to get called for. Coach Stu kind of talking to him on the sideline. I want to know whose ball it's going to be.
I would guess DePaul's ball because our penalty happened.
No. Oh, wait. Yeah, whose ball is it in this situation? I think it's Mount Carmel's. Yeah, I think DePaul's penalty is longer, so it's Mount Carmel's.
What did Pete get the penalty for?
He was talking. Talking to the ref.
You can see Coach Stu calming him down, talking to him there.
Okay. Mount Carmel's ball somehow, some way. Don't care how, but it's our ball.
You know, Rocco, we haven't talked about? It's a beautiful night out.
Oh, yeah. It was 80 degrees when I left school. And as you say that, a gust of wind just comes in and knocks my roster over.
I mean, it's 65-ish. I want to say 70 out, but the wind is there, which
Yeah,
makes it
it's 70 degrees
very
outside.
nice. Very nice.
You know, the wind from, especially the wind from the lake, you know, we're super close, so it's perfect. You know, sweatshirt, shorts on the T-shirt type of night.
Yeah, that's what I'm wearing right now.
Yeah, it's a great day to play lacrosse. Marlin looks hurt. Don't like to see that. Slowacki just gets the ball completely knocked right out of the stick. Rosner gets it back, though, for Mount Carmel. No, he loses it, too. Ball's just all over the place. Tangleson right behind him with a head of steam. Knocks it over. That was number 28. Peter Harastos makes a man miss. Harastos still gives it to Scanlon. Scanlon on Gorman. Gives it over to number 28, Peter Harastos. Harastos on man. That's Garrett.
G Money.
Yep. Berryfield gives it up to Anico. Or Murray.
Sawaki just bullying him.
And I can hear Xander yelling, too. Can you hear that, Terry?
I can hear that.
I can hear him screaming.
Command in the offense, or
Yeah,
the defense, like we
said.
Sean McHugh with those McHugh jeans. Playing a little stick ball.
Good goose by Sean. Gets it over the 50. DePaul almost goes off sides. Gorman's going to go. 5 guys on defense for Mount Carmel. Oh, no. Tommy Sheehan just misses it. Super Gessie saves it, though. Good play by Ryland. Ryland with the head of steam. Shot goes wide. Tangleton's there on the chase. And, you know, maybe this is the turning point. Could be the turning point.
You know, the momentum we're going to need to get this offense rolling and this defense needs to start rolling too. Create turnovers, play good offense, play good defense. You can win the game. I mean, we got 6:23. We got about 18 minutes left of lacrosse.
Tangleton falls. I heard that check to his face. Retreats back to Cozy. Cozy's got a wide open Clark. Clark around the corner takes a bounce shot. It won't go. Ryan Clark almost gets his first one of the season.
Very gusty right now.
Very windy right now.
We're going to...
Yeah, I'm going to shut the windows if we can. There we go.
We'll keep it cracked.
There we go.
There we go.
Rosner wide open. Shot misses. Oh. It's going to be DePaul's ball. DePaul still has the momentum. Still. So, don't really like to see that. Good play, Herring. Herring with the head of steam. Yeah, that's not a good pass by Ethan, but he gets right back up from that hit. Sean McHugh picks it in for Mount Carmel. Come on, Sean.
Those McHugh jeans.
Come on, Sean. Show me something here. Retreats back to Cozy. Herring comes off. Ciosi comes on. Yellow called by coach. Vinny's got a man behind him. He doesn't even know. Gets a dodge on Fod. Goes over to Ryland.
You know, Dean, number 2, keeps attacking Ryland.
Yeah. Just those punishing slaps. Ciosi wide open in the corner. Vinny Ciosi has done it! His first goal of the year! And I told him before this game, I said, Vinny, I need one from you tonight. And that's going to change the momentum for this game. Caravan leads Caravan Trail 6-4. Vinny has finally done it.
You know, Rock,
love to see that.
That's great to see, right?
Love to see that.
You know that.
And
hopefully this is the momentum swing we see for the Caravan
guys
to get things rolling.
The guys are hype on the sideline.
You know, the fellas need to start rolling as soon as possible, right? Gain some momentum. Win the face-off here, Rosner.
Yeah, it's going to be Rosner versus Cannon. Rosner's going to win it. No, Cannon's going to win it. That's number 28, Scanlon. Had a steam on Gorman. Stops. I don't know why he retreated back. He had all the momentum on that play. That's Bearfield now. Bearfield's got a wide open Murray. Paul wants a timeout. They're not going to take it. I heard the coach yell timeout, but. Shot save, Hubbard. Good save, Wyatt.
Wyatt's been doing a good job.
Yeah, Wyatt's been doing a fantastic job. Mount Carmel down to 1 timeout. DePaul has 2. That's
another save by Wyatt Hubbard there.
Yeah, you love to see that. He's going to take a long pass. That's the freshman, Brendan Dagler, got a man behind him.
Hit in the head.
Slashed in the head and the back. Coaches are not happy about that. Gets yard sailed.
I mean,
yeah,
that's clear as day, folks.
I mean, I had a perfect view on that.
I mean, I'm watching the replay right now.
Yeah.
And that's just terrible.
Yeah, horrible. But maybe that's why we're not referees. Maybe that was a clean play and we're just.
I mean, hit to the head and
yeah,
the shot
I mean,
just
right
tripped.
there. Yeah, right there. There's the flag.
There we go.
You know, Dagler's so little, he draws these penalties.
And he got hit very hard against ICCP.
I mean, dead on the field against ICCP. Back to life, though, thank God. I got worried.
I was worried for him.
Yeah.
I like Brendan.
100%. Push in the back. DePaul's going to be, are they 2 men down? No, they're 1 man down. I don't know when that penalty is going to release that, though. I think it's going to be a minute penalty. Loose ball push in the back.
Yeah, wow. I'm watching the replay right now. When Dagler got hit, smoked from behind. I mean, that was a blindside hit by ICCP. I mean, the Caravan were up 13-2 with 1:20 left to go in the fourth.
Yeah, our producer just got it pulled right up on his phone.
Why are you doing that, ICCP? Come on. Come on.
I mean, you're down by that many.
Down by 11. Come on.
Producer laughing about that.
All right, let's see something, Rylan.
That's Cozy. Cozy gives it to Clark. Maybe Clark gets his first one. That's Cozy now. Cozy back to Clark. Clark's got a wide open head steam. Shot won't go. Last year, Clark scored a hat trick against DePaul. So maybe he gets another one again. If you're just joining us, fans, we got a great one. Mount Carmel down by 2 to DePaul Prep. 3 minutes left in the third. Slowecki with the ball. Gives it to Clark. Bad pass by Slowecki. Ryland gives a late hit. That's number 28.
You got to watch the middle there. As you can hear Coach Kelly.
Screaming. Screaming, screaming, screaming. Cozy's on as an attackman now.
Daigler playing really good defense there. The freshman. You like to see the Caravan get another one before this quarter ends.
So, fans, I want you to watch this. Ryland just... No! Yeah, wow.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. What were you going to say about Ryland? It's
just not going our way. So, right now, Ryland is on the sideline. Xander Gorman punishing hit. He is not happy right now. You know, I hate to see him mad. I would be scared.
Oh,
good save, Wyatt! Wow.
Wow, good job, Wyatt.
Harasto's not
DePaul Prep
not
frustrated.
Happy about that. Wow.
Momentum going the Caravan's way. The fans are getting into it, folks.
What a save by Wyatt. And
another turnover by the Caravan.
Turnovers killed us.
Yes,
turnovers not killed, are killing us.
Are killing us.
Currently
killing us.
Crew's delivering some punishing slap checks.
You know, those slap checks add up over time.
No, 100%, especially because Faud's going to come off. He's in pain. Cruz was going right at the wrist. You know, there's a little portion right here where you don't have anything unless you pull your elbow pads down, and then the shoulders start to hurt even more. So it's just depending on what spot you get hit at. So,
you know, we need the Caravan to get a turnover here.
Yeah.
Or to create a turnover. I mean, Caravan's defense right now not allowing anybody near the goal.
Coma slide on Pete. DePaul's going to get the chase, though. Minute 18 remain in the third. DePaul 6, Mount Carmel 4.
Rocco, I don't understand the chase rule. I think it's stupid that if you throw the ball out of bounds, but your teammate is close enough to the ball where you get it.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. I mean, you know, I'm not a Lex guy. I don't understand it necessarily. No. And that's going to be won by us. That chase is going to be ours, yes.
Yeah, maybe that's a good thing.
I mean, I can see in scenarios where it'd be good, but like in some scenarios, like, dude, you threw the ball 20 feet over the net. You shouldn't get the ball.
Yeah.
Cozy.
Had a steam. Barefield's fast.
Almost went off.
He came to a quick. Did you see that?
That was a very.
I mean, he broke down. Cheats had 3 yards to break down from full speed. So.
I mean, Cozy just getting.
Yeah, Cozy's just eating these hits, fans. I'm sorry if you can't see. It looks like a gate's in the way. But yeah, Cozy's just ate about 10 slap checks. You know, granted, it is from a short pole, so it doesn't hurt as much.
But still. Those add up.
Still, those add up, and they're pretty painful.
30 seconds left to go.
Hit from the back.
Leveled. Flag.
No flag.
No, there's one.
No, there's one.
There's one down.
The refs aren't agreeing. The refs aren't agreeing on this, though. Clark just made D-Lane fall, almost. Good shot.
Good save, but there is a flag.
So this is going to be interesting.
Well, maybe the ref at the top had a different view on it.
Yeah, so the ref at the bottom had called it a clean shoulder hit.
But also at the same time,
they
have different responsibilities sometimes. So I don't know.
Yeah, the ref at the bottom by Ryland called it a clean hit, shoulder to shoulder clean hit. Ref at the top had a different view, same view that we did. Didn't see the hit as clean.
And we didn't see it clean either.
Yeah, I didn't see it as clean. I mean, it looked from behind.
I think it's a borderline call that just went our way, you know?
Yeah, which is good. I like to see that. DePaul can't count. They got an extra man on. 16 seconds. Caravan 4, DePaul 6.
What is on the field over there?
It,
Some bag.
looks like a bag of chips.
I don't know what that is.
I can't tell. Ciosi's got 10. That's Clark. 8. Super Guessy with 7. Cutter into Rosner. Rosner with fires a shang! Bang! You said it perfectly, Terry. And the Caravan are back within 1. 3 seconds left. DePaul 6, Mount Carmel 5.
What an absolute snipe
Yeah,
by
that was
Rosner
beautiful.
there into the back of the cage.
Yeah.
3 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Mount Carmel only trailing by 1. This is the momentum swing we wanted to see, right?
Yeah.
Coach Kelly getting this momentum swing going. The defense has been playing great. The offense has been playing great. Wyatt has been protecting the net with his life, and you love to see it.
Love to see it. You know, if Wyatt doesn't stop a couple of these point-blank shots, Mount Carmel's down easily 8-5 right now.
Absolutely.
You know, there were 2 back-to-back that he made fantastic saves on. And, you know, I'd be pretty scared. Cannon wins at 1 second left, not going to do much. He's going to give DePaul possession in the next half.
And he saw David Rosner coming across the middle ready to level him.
And we will see you in about 2 minutes. Please join our Mount Carmel community for Memorial Mass to honor the life of Father David Dillon on Tuesday, April 8th at 11:30 a.m. in the Barry Hughes Performing Arts Center. Following the Mass, we welcome you to the Barry Hughes Performing Arts Center, where lunch and refreshments will be served. This will be a wonderful opportunity to gather, share memories, and celebrate Father David Dillon's profound impact on our community. Please RSVP by April 6th to mburns@mchs.org. Fans, I had the honor of meeting Father Dillon. He was a great man. I had the honor of escorting him up to the Kishka Suite for a luncheon. He was a great man. We got to talking. Absolutely horrible, horrible loss for the Mount Carmel community. We really do hope to see you there, April 6th, 11:30 a.m., to celebrate Father David Dillon's life. You know, if you knew him or if you just want to come down to Mount Carmel and just to celebrate the legacy that he left behind, you know, hallway named after him. He really had a profound impact on Mount Carmel, kind of kept our school open. Ladies and gentlemen, Caravan fans, welcome back. It's going to be Rosner versus Cannon on the faceoff. 6-5. DePaul has a 1-goal lead. Caravan cut it within 1. You know, 3-0 at halftime, or 3-0 at the end of the first. 6-3 at the end of the third. DePaul's going to chuck it out. Great defense by Gorman.
You know, the fellas are rolling right now, right?
Oh, yeah,
We got
100%.
the momentum going.
You love to see it. I think that's going to be man take it, and man gives it over to Hubbard. See, this is where these binoculars come in kind of handy. Shout out Miss Herring for these binoculars.
And Mr. Herring. He's watching the stream right now. He is in Colorado, I believe.
Somewhere. Cruz makes a man miss. Gives it down low. Bad pass intercepted by Lane. Peter Cruz wants to blow Dean Lane up right now.
Yeah.
Xander Gorman playing heavy man on defense. Hail Mary pass. Another 40-yard bomb. I want to see a coma slider from Garrett. No.
You know, he saw Garrett Mann. And
I would back up, too.
And backed up. Yeah,
I'd back up, too.
I would back up if I saw Garrett Mann running at me full steam.
They got Ciosi playing D-Mini now.
Really? Wow.
Ciosi on
First time
fraud.
I've seen him here.
Yeah. And
oh, wow.
Wow. Great defense. And if only he picks that up.
Body's on the ground, diving for the ball.
Yeah, a little scrum here. I can't tell what just happened. Mount Carmel's going to make it out with the ball, though.
Gorman to Hubbard.
Yep. Hubbard's going to throw a bomb to McHugh. Get it picked off, though.
It's going to be Caravan ball.
Yep. DePaul's going to touch it last. It's going to be Mount Carmel's ball.
You know, I mean, you're feeling the tension building up here, right? We got a one-point game, 10:51 left to go, undefeated records on the line, right?
Yep.
I mean, this is a game to watch, folks.
Yes, definitely is.
So, guys, people that are on the stream, watching the stream right now, share the stream to everybody. Let them know what the game's going on, right? You might have some family members that aren't watching right now, but we are doing this. So send them a text, send them the link, and let's get some more viewers. I want to see 100 viewers on our stream right now.
Yeah, that'd be great, to be honest. Mount Carmel on offense. Rosner with the ball, slowing it down. Cunningham back in. First time we've seen him this quarter. Gives it over to Slowecki. Slowecki, I kind of want to see Landon slow the game down.
Control the ball on offense, right?
Oh.
Weak side. Clark was wide open.
Wow, I thought it went in. Bad pass by DePaul. Ooh, no. David Rosner would have had a goal had he picked that up. And, you know, now
Nobody can seem to pick up the ball.
Now it looks like sloppy lacrosse. Xander Gorman delivering some punishing slap checks.
Gorman playing very aggressive.
Very, very high up. I don't like to see him play this high. I want to see him.
You know, I like the change
kind of
right?
retreat.
Coach Kelly is mixing it up. You got to give, you know,
yeah, but
you got to trust him, right?
I do. 100% trust him. Played professionally. Got to trust him.
You got him.
That's Fawd now for the Rams. Fawd on Herring. Good defense by Ethan Herring, not letting him breathe.
Peter Cruz picks it up.
Cruz picks it up behind the back, shovel pass. Really interesting. McHugh makes a man miss, and then hit out by McHugh, I think.
Well, it was his stick was hit by
yeah, his
DePaul,
stick.
and then the ball rolled out of his net. So nothing you can do there.
Slowecki playing some heavy, heavy defense.
I mean, the whole Caravan defenses.
100%. 100%.
Man, even going behind the goal.
You know, sometimes you like to play them in X, but
I mean, Garaman's not letting this kid breathe.
Yeah, I hear Xander calling out coma. He wants a coma slide from somebody. You know, if he comes around, if DePaul comes around X up the crease, they're gonna get blown up. They might need an ambulance. To be honest,
I wouldn't be surprised.
You got two football players right there. Wow, great move by Bearfield.
Great defense, though.
He's in the crease, though.
Oh, no.
He was in the crease.
Absolutely, but the defense collapsed on him, and
he
could do nothing. Nothing he could do there.
Rosner on for the Caravan.
Up to
Garrett gives it up.
Go, Garrett, go. Let's see it, Garrett.
Herring, stay back. Oh, never mind. We're good.
We're good.
Right open, Super Gessie. Ryland driving in. It's tied! Ryland Super Gessie with the goal! 6-6. 8 minutes, 29 seconds remain. Fans at home, sorry if I just blew your eardrums out. Producers, Matt Clark kind of looked at me.
I mean, that is unbelievable.
But wow!
I'm watching the replay right now. Garrett Mann gives it to Rosner. Rosner gets hit from behind, somehow completes the pass to Ryland Super Gessie. Super Gessie with the one bounce into the back of the cage.
And for the first time since the second. Oh.
Unbelievable.
Hang on.
Oh, we got something?
Some action going on.
I think they're discussing the flag. Rosner did get hit in the back.
I didn't even. There's a flag?
Well, they didn't throw one, but they might be discussing
No, there is a flag at the 50.
Was there?
Hang on, fans. I'll be right back. I'm taking off the headset to hear what's going on.
I think that's going to be the hit on Rosner from behind.
Yeah, fans, what it is, I don't know.
I think they waved it off. They just waved. So I believe that means there's no flag on the play.
Yeah, there we go.
Wait.
No flag. Coach Stu absolutely hyped. It's going to be Rosner versus Canada again. And fans, for the first time since the second quarter of this game is tied. Mount Carmel 6, DePaul 6.
You know, like we've been saying, the fellas are rolling. The momentum is going in Mount Carmel's way. Now they just have to keep it up. They fought their way back into this game. Now they have to keep that momentum up and keep going.
Wow, it is so windy that
it is very windy.
That 50-pound goal won't stand still.
I mean, we might need to get a few weights from the weight room. Coach Kelly coming out with some sandbag, it looks like. I don't know what.
No, that's the ball bag.
Ball bag. There
ball
you go.
bag.
That doesn't really affect gameplay if you place it correctly.
Yeah, if you just place it right on the back.
I know Trainer Joe. Look at him. He's cold in those shorts. You can tell.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, we got 80 viewers, folks. Keep sending out that link. Get your family members to watch. And if you aren't a family member of the Mount Carmel, if you do not have any family or people that go to Mount Carmel that are playing this game, send it to your friends, send it to your buddies, get them going, right? I want to get to 100 viewers in 3 minutes and 30 seconds, all right? By 5 minutes, I want to see 100 viewers watch this stream. So keep sending out the link.
Yeah, Terry, I'm about to put it on the Caravan Lacrosse Instagram. Fans, if you follow us, if you don't follow us, follow Caravan Lacrosse to stay in tune with everything.
Oh, intercepted.
Picked off by Tangleson. Tangleson's got him in! Wow, good save by DePaul. DePaul's goalie's down on the ground. He is hurt. Trainer Joe coming out.
You know, that was a great pickoff by.
Oh, he's fine.
I mean, his back hurts for sure. I'd give him a minute. You know, that was a
Trying
great
to draw an
pick.
injury.
That was a great pick by Tango
Yeah,
right there. And he had
fantastic.
Ryland 2-on-1 situation. You would love to see him execute.
Just got a text that I blew someone's ears out that last goal. I apologize, fans.
I apologize, guys. But, you know, I mean, it's a very intense
Yeah,
game.
wow, I was hype.
So I'm going to bring it back to Coach Kelly. Talking to Coach Kelly before this game, right, I asked him the question. Oh, wait. What do we got
Looks
going?
like we're going to have a new goalie come in for DePaul. Yeah, grabbing his back in pain.
Yeah, no, that's.
So I think the rule is I don't think he can come back in the game. And correct me if I'm wrong. Can he come back in the game? Do you guys know? Okay. So we don't know up here in the press box if he can come back in the game.
Oh, that's going to be a flag. Yeah, flag thrown.
Yeah.
That's on Tango, I believe.
That's never good.
Oh,
Good.
Sean McHugh.
Sean McHugh didn't even
Kill
know
the
he
play.
knocked the ball out. Sean McHugh gets tripped. No flag. No flag on McHugh. Okay, penalty is going to get called on somebody.
I think it's Tango.
Yeah. Tangleson. No. It was Clark.
Okay, so we have the rules right here. When the goalkeeper comes out, right, he comes out of the game, the original goalkeeper may not return to the play until the next stoppage of
Yeah.
play.
So DePaul's original goalie's back in.
Okay.
He's right there.
Hopefully he's feeling better.
Looking okay.
Hopefully he's feeling better, you know. Caravan are a man down. Penalties are huge, like we were saying. It's a little windy.
A little windy. It's a lot of bit windy.
It's a lot of windy. Yeah. Caravan playing very solid defense so far in this second half. Shot saved by Hubbard. Hubbard on the chase does not get it.
Yeah, and there's where that chase rule hurts us.
It does.
Especially because, you know, you really don't want Wyatt running on that bad knee.
No, absolutely not. I don't know why Riot's running, but, you know, if he feels
He's
comfortable.
He's got grit. He loves it. Penalty releases. Stolecki goes on to defense. Clark comes back on offense. Our attackmen are Clark, Tangleson, and Super Gessie. Good defense. Great. 7 minutes remain. 6-6, tie game. DePaul with 2 timeouts. Mount Carmel with 1. It's going to be Mount Carmel's ball. Clock's going to stop since the ball went out. Now, maybe, I don't know, can he not hold the ball for a long time? He's got Garrett Mann wide open.
Almost intercepted.
Thank God he did not catch that. That would have not been good.
That was definitely a suicide
Where is the
pass.
ball?
Sander.
You know, that's rare that you see that happen.
That is true.
That's rare that you see Xander
Caravan got to
fall
get back on
like
defense.
that. Point blank shot.
And Gorman just falling on the
Yeah.
ground right now.
No, I think he dove. I think he dove to look further on the
You know,
chase.
I was talking to a referee about the diving, and he said it's been proven that it does not help.
Yeah, I feel like it slows you down because you're in the air.
Yeah.
Even with that long stick.
And some people still do the dive, and he said it's pointless. It doesn't help you. It if anything, gives you a disadvantage.
Yeah.
All right, we're at 86
I would
viewers.
just lean over,
Let's get to 100.
run with my head down. Gorman calls another coma. Thought his guy was going to wrap around. He goes, I'm coma, I'm coma, I'm coma. You know, I want to see one of those hits. I want to see that tone set.
I mean, this heavy pressure defense.
Yeah, Foster in
out
for
there.
the Caravan. Stick up. Barefoot with a shot. It goes. That's going to put DePaul up by 1.
You know, there's still a lot of time to play.
We're good. 6:09 left. So we're doing splendid.
You know, those penalties, right? They hurt us, right? Even though we were even there, that man down definitely tired out some of the other defenders. So that's unfortunate. All right, Caravan got to get the momentum back rolling their way. Coach Kelly still got 2 timeouts, or one timeout. One timeout. The Rams have 2.
Yep.
Ethan Herron out there with that bright yellow stick.
That's Rosner.
No.
No, Rosner on the face-off.
On the
I
face-off,
apologize.
yes,
That's
yes,
what I
yes.
meant. Rauser's going to win it, but he can't seem to pick it up.
Hold.
No, I think it was a loose, but I think he called loose ball.
He did like that.
Okay. Nah,
That's what
probably
he did.
holding. Is there holding in lacrosse, though?
I think there is.
I don't know.
That was our O-line's problem this year for football.
Timeout, Brown. Coach Kelly's going to burn his last. 7-6. DePaul leads. About 6 minutes left. We will see you. Couple minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Walkathon Friday, April 25th. So basically what Walkathon is it's a fundraiser that we have that we raise a ton of money for the school, and when the students raise the money, they get a lot of great incentives. Like a couple of our incentives that we were mentioning earlier, right? You get $150, that's your goal. You got to get $150. So parents that are watching, make sure you send that link out to family, friends, aunts, uncles, grandma, grandpas, great-grandparents, if you have great parents. What that is basically if we get to a certain amount, we get half-day Fridays. So that means we get out at 12:30 every Friday in the start of May. Then we have 1:30 dismissal if we get to another number. I don't know what the numbers are exact. 100% of our goal, we get 1:30 dismissal. So that means every single day your kid will get out of school at 1:30. So that's a few incentives. And the lunch pass. Once you get 2:25, you get to skip the line during lunch and go get your lunch first. You're going to be first in line, and that is amazing. If you buy lunch every day, you're going to want that fast pass.
Yeah, Terry. Ole Miss, Michigan State looked like it was a barn burner. 73-70, Michigan State.
When does Michigan start?
Michigan starts at 8:59.
Mr. Proberg, let's do it.
So we got about
92 viewers, folks. Keep sending that link out. We need 8 more viewers, please. We're getting to 100. It's a tight game. Send the link out and say, watch this game. It's going to be a good one.
Super gets on the hash. He's got a short pull on him. You know, I don't know if that's especially because DePaul is into the box. That's really not the smartest idea to put a short pull on a guy who's as good as Ryland. Takes a lefty shot. It won't go.
You know,
Caravan are going to be on the chase. They look like Ryan Clark.
You know, you've seen the massive matchup between Dean Lane and Ryland Supergassi. Now Ryland's moving outside more towards out of the box.
Lane goes right back on him, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that's the matchup we're going to see.
Supergassi drives in. That's a goal! Tie game again! I didn't even see what just happened.
Wow, I'm on watch the replay right now.
Yeah. Well, maybe I should be standing up. I'm kind of sitting down. There's a little pole.
So Supergassi
gap
drives
in, my way.
and somehow 2 defenders on him, he gets the goal through. An amazing play by Ryland Supergassi.
Yeah.
That's his second of the night, right?
No, I think this is third.
Third, yeah.
Third.
No, that's his third. Unbelievable play by Ryland Supergassi right there. 5:12 left to go in the fourth quarter. 7-7. 2 timeouts for the Rams, though, right?
Yeah, none for Mount Carmel.
None for Mount Carmel.
Mount Carmel burned the timeouts.
Do we see another overtime?
Let's hope not.
Well, let's hope not, but I mean, that would be a thriller.
100%. Fans, if you didn't watch the JV game, you know, kind of started our stream early. Did I expect to do that? No.
No.
Did Terry expect
We
to do
went
that?
on the
No.
fly.
Did any of our producers expect to do that? No. Matt Clark wasn't even up here. Ball goes over for DePaul. Over and back. It's going to be Mount Carmel's ball.
So that's like a backcourt
And
violation of basketball?
whoever number 34 is on DePaul, I think that's Liam Scanlon, just broke his stick.
Oh,
He was so mad, he just broke his stick.
frustration.
Yeah.
You know, I don't blame him, though.
That looks like a nice stick, too. It looks like a beautiful stick.
Lacrosse sticks are expensive.
Lacrosse sticks and hockey sticks and baseball bats are unnecessarily expensive.
Right? And they break very easily.
Yeah, I went through a lot of hockey I went through one lacrosse stick, and it was against Marmion, and I got a penalty for slashing, and my stick broke.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
It was very unfortunate. I played the rest of the game with a short pull.
Oh, Len, it's like he wanted to take that shot there.
And, you know, Terry, playing defense with a short pull is a lot harder than it is with the long pull.
Oh, absolutely.
So I have respect to these middies that play with short sticks.
Well, I mean, the reach is crucial.
Oh, yeah,
on defense.
6-foot pole.
That's also got to be a workout. 99 viewers, folks. One more. Come on, let's go.
No, actually, it really isn't, you know, because they make some of these sticks that are a pound, you know, really light. Clark sends a cutter. Good save by DePaul. Looks like it's going to be Mount Carmel on the chase. You know, There's no beating Zach Tangos in a foot race.
Oh, absolutely
No
not.
beating him in a foot
Tango,
race.
I mean, you would look at Tango and be like, he's not that fast. Tango's got the most sneaky speed I think I've ever seen. Come on, one more
Look
viewer,
at that
folks.
right there. Saved by DePaul. Tangleson goes down. Crease violation on Zach Tangleson. He's in pain.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
That's not a sight you want to see.
He's
for the
down, back
Caravan.
up. Here goes Trainer Joe. Okay, it's a good sign. He's walking off the field on his own. I think he just got the wind knocked out of him. I think that's what it was.
Most likely that would it be. I mean, you can see him jogging off the field now. He's catching his breath again. He's going to take a minute breathe, and I'm expecting him to get back out there.
I didn't really expect this to be this close of a game. We lost the view.
You know, I heard DePaul was good.
Yeah, and you know, judging based off of that Rita score, I can't tell if DePaul is really good or if St. Rita is not that good. You know, St. Rita lost a lot of seniors. They had a really good senior class. Herring lowers his head, gets in there. Wide open, Bearfield takes a shot. Good save. He's on the ground. Peter Cruz made him pay for that shot.
You know, one thing about our defense is you might get a few shots inside the box, but you're going to pay for them.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Especially, look at how low Pete gets in his stance.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's depth.
I mean, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
all of our defensemen are football players.
Football players.
Except Sean.
Except Sean.
Except Sean.
Except Sean. I mean, you could see him hesitate there. He'd not want to get in the box and get punished by Peter Cruz.
Gorman moving with some speed, lowers his head, gets tripped. No call. Cruz on Bearfield. I want to see Garrett send a cutter. No, DePaul's going to pass it out. They're going to say, yep, last one to touch it was DePaul.
I mean, you can hear the fans getting into this game.
And, you know, I'm pleasantly surprised. This is a crowded lacrosse game.
Whoa. Ethan Herring gets on his feet quick.
Yeah.
Ethan Herring taking a bunch of hits to the body.
There we go.
Good pass by Gorman.
That's Cozy. Cozy at the field, moving with a head of steam at the 40. 35-30. Cozy's going, gets a touch in the box, slows the game down, and is Rowling going to keep it in? Timeout Brown. We have timeouts?
That had to be our last timeout, no?
Okay.
It's per half, right? You get 3 per half, correct?
Yeah, I don't know. Is it 3 per half? So our scoreboard was wrong.
So now the Caravan.
Okay, yeah, now we're out. Okay. Our scoreboard was wrong. Stadium scoreboard was wrong. Ref got it right, though, I hope.
So I'm looking at the viewers right now, Rock, and we have 106 viewers.
Yeah, and then we just fell back to 98 once we stopped talking.
Yeah, that's the number.
Oh, that's the number.
So this gets updated every now and then. This is accurate.
Oh.
So I've learned this. So I'm looking at, so guys, what I'm talking about is we have like this monitor in front of us right now, and
107.
107. Yeah, this is accurate.
Okay.
See how it jumps like that? This is accurate.
Yeah, there we go.
So guys, keep tuning in.
Yeah,
the game.
we appreciate you guys.
2:40 left in the game.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys staying here with us. This is electric.
Yeah, and I know there are a few Mount Carmel fans out there that watch all the broadcasts that we have. There's a lot of consistent viewers that we have. You will be hearing from me and Rocco for just about every sport next year.
Yeah.
I mean, I play football, so me and Rock won't be doing football.
Basketball for sure.
But we'll be on the mic for varsity basketball. Hopefully, we'll get to do more lacrosse next year.
Yeah, no, lacrosse. I love this. This is fun.
This too. And then I'll be playing water polo, so you guys should
water
tune
polo
in for that
broadcast
one.
on April 30th.
Senior night.
Senior night.
110 viewers now.
Yeah. I know we got a viewer, and one of Coach Kelly's friends is viewing in Mexico.
And then we have some Oregon viewers.
Some of Coach Stu's family in Oregon.
So you guys who are coming from
shout
Mexico
out to
and Oregon, shout out to you guys.
What did I just do?
You did nothing.
No, nothing.
You're good.
Shout out to everyone viewing from out of Illinois. You know, some Mount Carmel grads probably somewhere. Appreciate you guys tuning in, staying tuned for us.
Oh, that gust of wind felt good.
Yeah, what's the hold up here? Let's get it moving.
Yeah, let's go. 2:39, tied game.
So now this makes me wonder how many timeouts DePaul has and how many timeouts
Clark's coming off.
Clark comes out. Cunningham goes in.
Can TC get another goal?
I would love to see it. I think he scored in every game so far.
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah.
It's my partner right there. Diamond Dudes. Diamond Dudes.
Go follow Diamond Dudes on Instagram, one of Terry's business, incubator startup.
Yep.
Right?
Yep, absolutely.
You know, for all your fielding needs.
Baseball field crew, baby.
Baseball field. Selecki makes a dodge, gets around his man, sends a cutter. He won't go. He's going to get the ball's going to get knocked out. Can Gorman keep it over? No, he can't. Over and back. Call it on the Caravan. It's going to be DePaul's ball. Okay, yeah, DePaul tried to get a 20-yard head start. That's number 28. Peter Harastos with the ball for the Rams. Gives it over Fod.
Checking out the view from the binoculars.
Oh, yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Oh, it's amazing.
Fantastic. Timeout called on the Rams. They're going to have one left, I think.
That's what we think.
But, you know, we don't know for sure. Fans, we will see you back here in 55 seconds.
Ladies and gentlemen, Caravan fans, the Merchant features Spike Ball is set to be added to MC Athletics after the freshman late night. Read more at mchs.org/themerchant. It is a student-written article page.
Yeah, Terry, is that real?
The Spike Ball?
Is that real?
I think it is. I know. You know what?
Fans, the Merchant is our satirical newspaper. So, you know, all those articles written are kind of unserious, kind of jokes, but they're meant to be taken seriously.
Yeah.
Terry, did you not know that?
No, I knew that some of them, but, you know,
Yeah.
the Spike Ball was such a hit.
Yeah.
I heard all the freshmen talking
They all
about
loved it.
I did. All right, let's get back to the game, folks.
Maybe it could have been real.
It should have been. It
Should have been. Spike Ball should be.
I would
IHSA
join the
scored.
Spike Ball team.
Yeah. So, fans, I apologize. Both teams out of timeouts.
Oh, this could get
Okay.
interesting.
Timeouts
folks.
are 2 per half. We just learned this. Just yelled at the ref.
Yes.
Timeouts 2 per half. Timeouts are 2 per half. 2 minutes each. I don't even know. Where's the ball at?
So, fans, our scoreboard is wrong right now. There's 1:20 and counting left in the game. So we're getting that fixed right now for you guys. Trying our best. It's hard to match it up.
Yeah, for sure.
John
We got
Aiken.
116.
John Aiken. It's
First
his
day
time.
on the job.
First day on the job. He's doing great, though. You're doing
Maybe
great,
they're going to
John.
play like basketball does.
Well, I mean, they're not up. Do they want OT?
Loose ball push on Gorman. Will it go out, though?
Come on, McHugh.
No, doesn't have enough momentum to go out.
No, come on,
Sean
McHugh.
McHugh gets the
Let's-
goose, gets the scoop, gives it over to Man on the floor. Man's got it. Man trying to calm everybody
Behind
down.
you, man.
Up to Cozy. Cozy's got a head of steam. Crosses the 50. Cozy's got 45 left. Slowing it down. Touching the box. Wants to get it out to Ryland. Yep. Gets it out to Ryland. Sets a pick. Super Guessie's going to go to work. Drops it. Recovers it, though.
Drops it again.
Yes.
Covers it.
Super Gussie on the recovery. He's got 30.
You can see Dean.
Yeah.
Dean Lane on him.
Punishing slap checks. Super Gussie with a shot. And the fire was up. The Caravan lead. 8-7. 26 remain.
Ryan
Wow.
Super Gessie has been the answer for the
Absolute
Caravan.
electricity here at Barta Dowling. And the bench is loving it. 26 remain.
Ryland Super Gessie, what's that, his fifth of the night?
I think that's his 4th or 5th.
Fourth or fifth of the
But
night.
wow.
He has
What
been
a turn.
amazing.
What a turn from Mount Carmel.
I mean,
Up by 3, down by 3, tied it back, went down by 1, come up by 2, score 2 unanswered, and 26 seconds left.
Unbelievable.
Absolutely electric, and there are no timeouts left. That's Rosner. He loses it. McHugh's got it. Sean McHugh on the scoop.
McHugh loses it.
McHugh does lose it. He's got
Picks up
Cruz.
on that.
Cruz with the head of steam. He's got 17. Shovels it up the middle. Cozy on the recovery. Cozy gets hit, loses it. DePaul picks it back up. They can't get it, though. That's Cruz. Throws it over the middle. 6 seconds. Tangles in with the recovery. And the Caravan are going to win the game. Mount Carmel 8, DePaul 7. And we're going to take you up to the press box. Wow. I can't believe what just happened. Whew. Unbelievable. Scored with 26 seconds left. Mount Carmel 8, DePaul 7. And fans, that was beautiful.
Unbelievable. 121 viewers watching right now. If you didn't see the last couple of seconds, Rylan Supergessi got the ball.
Yeah.
Dave put in the dagger to finish the game.
You love to see that.
You love to see
Mount Carmel's going to go into this weekend on a 2-week undefeated streak. They are 4-0. Next game is against Maine South on Tuesday, April 1st. We will not be bringing you that game live. And then after that, it's April 3rd against OPRF at OPRF. And then St. Rita here Saturday at 3 o'clock. And then we move to St. Ignatius. So someone down on the field for DePaul, so I'm going to hold off for a second.
He got back up.
He's back up, though.
He's back up.
Okay. St. Rita, we go on a tough stretch. Loyola and then Ignatius back-to-back. And then after that, it's Marist. Or no, it's Ignatius, Marist, and then Loyola. So top 10 teams, 1, 2, and 3. So that's going to be difficult.
We were just talking about the CCL Blue play, right? We got a lot of CCL Blue opponents coming up, right? This is a good start for the Caravan. 4-0. I want to say one of the best starts the Caravan has had to a season in a long time. And the credit goes to all these guys. I mean, these guys battled and fought. They went down 3 unanswered goals by DePaul, came back, fought their way back tooth and nail, and pull it out for the win.
That was
excellent game, amazing game.
Wow.
Both sides played an amazing game.
Up 3-0 and then down 6-3 out of nowhere. And then they come back and make it 6-6 and then take the lead. DePaul takes the lead. Mount Carmel scored 2 unanswered.
Unbelievable.
I mean,
you got to love it.
What just happened?
You got to love it.
That was fantastic. Fans, thank you so much for joining us. And as Matt Malloy would say best, good night, Chicago.